judge, la 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 lula.
It's the alphabet, that's what I was doing.
I love that you got it. Hello. I'm very well, thank you. Very glad to be here again. There we go. Beep. I am officially in the building. What state I left this in, so let's see. Come on in.
What was the moment when you sort of realised that you wanted to be an actor?
Oh, that's easy. I saw Barbra Streisand in Hello, Dolly in 1976 on BBC One. And I was 8 years old, and I saw this beautiful woman and heard this extraordinary voice and walked towards the television and said out loud, I want to do what she's doing. I want to be like that lady in the big hat. And then as I got older, I realised that there were people who made their living from acting, and I wanted to be one of them.
So, thinking about your role in Anthony, when the script first came onto your desk, did you read it and think, yes, this one's for me?
Oh, that's a good question. I knew I wanted to do it, but I imagine everybody that saw it did. I think when I listened to G. Walker, who still calls me her TV twin, which is like the biggest compliment, I listened to her and watched her interviews on YouTube, and I thought, I think I can get close to sounding like her. And there was something about her her demeanour. I thought, I think I can what would I say, replicate, I guess, that quietness that she has. And she's often smiling, just sort of holding everything with a smile. Maybe, you know, for fear of cracking, certainly back then when she was being interviewed. And then I thought, I could play this woman. I think I'm in with a chance of being gifted with the chance to do that. Went out in 2020 on BBC One, and then in 2021, I went to a sort of socially distanced BAFTA TV ceremony. And I really did think the nomination was the win. I've never been nominated before, so I thought, here I am in my 50s, nominated for my first BAFTA, I'll take that. And then when they said my name, my husband, Adam, was so shocked he forgot to let go of my hand. So I was trying to put my shoe on, and he wouldn't. Then I had to kind of get my hand and then get these shoes on my feet. And since then, I should say, so BAFTA Cymru were wonderful enough to give me a Best Actress award for The Pact. So I have 3 of these beautiful, weighty brass things, and I love them, but they're confusing. And I think they confuse other people because, you know, you audition for something and you go, I'm still auditioning. Like if somebody said to me, I've put mine away because they were messing with my head, I'm still standing in line. So they're just, it's like they're sort of teasing me when I see them. You know what I mean? I haven't put them away because they are beautiful objects. But I thought about it. I thought, yeah, maybe I should just... And I thought, no, I don't really want to pretend they didn't happen. Not only does it look like a chessboard, the whole set operates a bit like a board game. So it's really exciting. And it's a really lovely space to play. And, you know, and the idea that the paintings are paintings that only we can see.
What do you imagine? Which painting do you imagine?
So here, so we did have one, we had like a little page of something. So in this one, there are 2 men. There's Henry Harford of Harford Hall and Thomas Vickery, the abolitionist. And I imagine them up there with a dog either side, just sort of standing slightly, you know, like this. So they're up there looking all smug and interesting, I think. So these are the Harford journals. So the character I play, Abby, and her research assistant, Marva, have come from a university to take a look at these journals that have been found. And they are the journals and the inventories kept by enslaver Henry Harford from the 1800s. So he wrote a journal every year that he was on a plantation in Jamaica, and then he came back and leased out his farm. So his descendant, Fenella Harford, has invited us to come and look at these, and we do eventually get to authenticate them. And then the house kind of works some magic on Abby and Marva. On all three of them, they all kind of, they sort of lose their minds a bit, really. The house sort of works on them, the ghosts of the house work on them. And the set is brilliant for that. It really helps. I can't remember the last time I was on a set that I loved being on as much as this one, and I really mean that. It's, there isn't a bit of it that I don't love to be. I kind of, sometimes you're like, oh, I hate being on that bit. I hate that platform, or I hate that bandstand, or I hate that. There's always a bit of, like, oh God, this is a scene where we're in that. Bleh. But this one, like, I love all of it. I really love it. This was an existing wig that was made here, and it used to be in a sort of afro, didn't it? Sort of it was out, and it was twisted and styled.
It looks really nice.
But a nice bit of recycling has taken place.
And is this the mic taping?
Yes, the taping of the mic is Cherrelle. This is Cherrelle, who plays Marva.
So what are you going to do now? This is part
So part of my work, so I do a little bit of skipping, just because it's like instant heart rate. There you go. Just a bit of Bab, beb, bib, bubba, booba, cock, kick, kick, cock, cook, dad, dead, did, dod, dood, faff, fif, fif, fof, foof, gog, geg, gig, gog, goog, ha, he, ho, hoo, judge, judge, jute, la, 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 lula.
It's the alphabet. That's what I was wondering.
I love that you got it. That's so cool. So it's getting the heart pumping, and it's so, by the end, I've made every possible sound that I might make at least once. And I always say a hello to any auditorium I'm in. Hello, hello, hello.
When do you feel like you get into character?
Yeah, it's like literally when, it's kind of when the music kicks in. I think once upon a time, I would have been in character by now. You know, we're talking like 30 years ago. I would have been like, no, I can't possibly do anything that's not relating to the play. Those days pass. So now I think I am absolutely not Abby until I hear the music and we step on stage, and then there she is. And I kind of, you know, it feels a bit healthier, to be honest. But I understand that some people will be like, I'm in character from the moment I get into the theatre. Whatever works, really. You know, I've had those productions, playing Ophelia and locking myself in wardrobes before the mad scene and stuff like that. I can't quite believe that was me, to be honest. It blows my mind. I used to lock myself. I used to turn all the lights off in the dressing room, Birmingham Rep, and turn the tannoy down and just sit in the bottom of the wardrobe with the door closed. To, as I thought, dull all my senses. And then stage management would knock on the dressing room door just in time for me to come straight out of the wardrobe and basically go straight on stage, pick up my herbs as Ophelia and go straight on. And then, of course, you convince yourself that you can't do the scene any other way, you know. If there's no wardrobe, or, do you know what I mean? How you can do it? You can, like, hide under a towel or something. Like I say, I'm very glad those days are gone. But good luck to anybody that's still there, and I'll see you on the other side. This is where I leave you. Well, bye. As much as my secondary school tried to convince me to teach drama, I just wouldn't have it. I want to perform. I think it's possible to do that for a living. I know it won't be easy, but I think it's possible. So there was this kind of tunnel vision about it all. I don't really know where that version of me has gone, actually. You know what I mean? Who was that young girl?
Oh, she got you here.
She got here, yeah.